today. From Los Angeles, California, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there. And now third down and 6 to go. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Motion left, Kupp. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pass complete there to Nakua. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
25 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Going to run with Madison again. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Oh, it's a wobbler here. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Working the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A 2nd fumble recovery in this 1st quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the 1st fumble recovery, they were eager to get a 2nd one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this 1st quarter. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Not only are they in search of their 1st score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw, that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Cousins now from the 50, being chased out left.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Play action now. Cousins going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Brandon Powell deep from Minnesota.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Here's Madison running on first down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins steps away to his left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing is Cousins. Flush to his right.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Running from the shotgun with Madison.
Five yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Again, Madison. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games. Sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
From the 50 at Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Marcus Davenport. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Down to the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
In motion right is Osborne. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Cousins on 1st down, rolling to his right. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First down now, but that clock rolling. Cousins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Cousins now. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
This time they stay on the ground.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Cousins escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams got a nice throwback performance from their veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford. He got out to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game, start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Oh, wide open, complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. To throw is Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
He'll look to Williams to begin things.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And now out comes Minnesota.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. Sliding out of the pocket.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joseph now to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Stafford.
They'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, L.A. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Cousins. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Williams. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And out now come the Vikings. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2, flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Cousins, eluding the pressure right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
They begin the drive with Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
They run it again with Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the air now with Stafford.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Keeps himself upright. Flush. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Dancing to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And now following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyron Williams
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Rams have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So it's the Rams here that take home the W.